I ain't getting no sleep the night before the game. Playing Cleveland, I set a screen on somebody and I slipped, threw me a little lob pass. It's on some hang time. I don't know where Bron came. He came sent this to the fifth row.
Knocked away by LeBron.
From the first night, having to deal with that horrible injury with Gordon, numerous guys were out for certain periods of time. I mean, we have a lot of talented guys. We played great together as a team.
I don't think they realized just how quickly Jayson Tatum would adapt to the NBA. His anticipation skills are so good. His learning curve in 3-4 weeks is incredible. You talk to the Celtics people, they're genuinely surprised with the speed at which he's adjusting.
Jayson Tatum is a star. That kid is phenomenal. He is going to be the best of the Duke players. Anyone who watched that kid carry Duke to an ACC championship last year saw that Jayson Tatum was a great offensive player. He turns out to be a better defender than we thought he would be. Jayson Tatum is a star in the NBA right now.
With the dribble and the pull-up. Got it. Are you kidding me right now?
I went to a private school in Clayton.
Fourth grade, the teacher told me, I want everybody to write a paragraph on what they want to be when they get older, what they want to do when they get older. She came around me, I was like, I want to be in the NBA. I want y'all to see me on TV.
She said, you need to be more realistic. That's probably not going to happen.
I felt this big, I was embarrassed.
And I remember everybody laughing. And that was like one of the lowest points.
I remember I was crying, I told my mom.
She was like, remember this moment. Never let anybody tell you what you can or can't do. And going through those tough times, those struggles, the water being cut off, the lights being cut off, almost being evicted. I knew from early age that I needed to make it out because I needed to take care of my family. I needed to take care of my mom and my grandma. At 11 years old, I knew that I was going to do everything in my power to make it to where I am because I didn't want my family to struggle.
When it was announced that Kyrie was going to be out and Gordon was already out,
it was kind of like, yeah, we had the number 2 seed, but we didn't have our 2 best players. Everybody was trying to play us. They thought it was going to be sweet.
Milwaukee was like almost playing for the 7 seed.
They were perfectly fine with getting the 7th seed and like, all right, we got the young Celtics. We're going to get them out the way.
In the playoffs, that's when everybody watched basketball. Yeah. So I got to take advantage of that opportunity.
We heard all the noise that, we were going to lose in Milwaukee. And if we made it out of that, we were definitely going to lose to Philly. We were all young guys that had nothing to lose. That's how we played every night. Like, we just had nothing to lose. And
when I envisioned myself, when I was thinking about playing in the league, was like, I don't want to just get there. I wanted to be the face. I wanted to be one of the best players. And my opportunity came a lot faster than, it do for a lot of people. We was all on rookie deals, and we just felt like we ain't had nothing to lose. We were supposed to lose.
And the ball game is over, and Boston is headed to the Eastern Conference Finals.
We won the first round, we won the second round, and now we like, we about to go to the championship. So that was probably the most fun I done had, honestly, since I've been in the league. We just went out there like we ain't had nothing to lose every night.
Celtics with 67 points with 6:45 remaining.
It was game 7, it was at home.
So I remember I got it and I turned the corner. Everything kind of slowed down for a second because I seen Bron. I'm like, I gotta try to dunk it. For like 5 seconds, everything slowed down.
Drives down and throws it down! Wow!
I don't know why, but I bumped him and I yelled in his face. He looked at me like, I'm like, let me get back on defense. I was 20 years old, and I remember, obviously being upset. It was game 7. You want to go to the finals. I had talked to Bron for like a minute, and in that moment, I realized what I had just done, how close we were, and that was kind of the all right, I'm going to be pretty good for a while. Growing up as a kid, my dad was the first person to put the ball in my hand.
We didn't go to amusement parks, fishing, or really have father-son talks because it was just all basketball. He was extremely tough on me. He would grab me by my shirt and cuss me out in front of everybody, and I would be bawling. But then I would come out at halftime and outscore the rest of the team, and we would win. Part of me working out at 5:30 in the morning was because, I wanted to prove him wrong and things like that.
You went to Chaminade Prep, home of David Lee, Brad Bill, a school that's already put out 2 All-Stars.
I don't know what y'all are gonna do, but I'm going to be the person on TV. I'm gonna be the person's shoes that y'all wanna buy. I always knew what I wanted to do, and it was it didn't even fathom my mind that it wasn't gonna happen. You get to high school, you playing varsity, you playing 17, 18 years old. This is my first time really playing against people 4 years older than me, and for me to go out there and dominate at 14, and all I gotta do is get stronger and get older, it's a wrap.
After my freshman year of high school, that's when it hit me. It's becoming more and more a reality that, I could play in the NBA.
I always looked at Duke like it's Duke, but I was like, I never get the opportunity to go there. Like, I ended up committing. It was the best 6 months of my life. I wish I had went back.
Jayson Tatum represents shooting. Of the prospects that were available, he is the best shooter and the best offensive player. He's long-armed, an isolation scorer. He needs a little bit better defensive intensity, but I thought he was just scratching the surface of how good he's going to be.
With the third pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Jayson Tatum from Duke University.
After that playoff run my first year, that there were so many expectations coming in the second year.
Kyrie and Gordon coming back. But then you had myself and JB and Terry. We were young and we knew what we just, accomplished and how close we got. We wanted to be, the guys.
Tatum. Fall away, baseline, no. Magic win.
The best thing I can say is experience. We're lacking it, and because of that, we have a lot of learning to do.
And that's part of what is wrong with the Celtics team. Roles are simply not clearly defined.
But all those other guys, Kyrie, Gordon Hayward, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, they're offensive players. Who's on this team gonna sacrifice? They don't have sacrificable players.
We didn't have the season that we wanted. Nobody played as well as they felt like they should have, and it was just a down year.
Kyrie Irving was at the heartless heart of the biggest collapse to me in Boston Celtics playoff history. He's done, and they're done with him also. So onward and upward or downward, because he needs to go to another co-star.
We were the most talented team in the NBA. Even with Golden State, that was the year that KD got hurt and Klay Thompson got hurt, and that bothers me that we couldn't figure it out, because I know we had more than enough talent.
Jayson, you've taken a big jump this year into superstardom. You are a bona fide star in this league.
Honestly, in my mind, I felt like this was my last opportunity to kind of show like I still can be a star. I have to be so much better. We have to be better as a team.
Tatum drives, George right there. Tatum gets a wide open look and knocks it down.
Jayson Tatum is ascending, is ascending.
Kyrie being gone, what it meant for the development of Jayson Tatum.
I went from, 15 a night to 24. First time I made the All-Star game in All-NBA.
Tatum could be the primary scoring option on a championship caliber team. He's a special player.
Tatum steps back to his left, three in the air, splash.
This player, this guy, this is a top 10 player in the NBA.
Absolutely.
Jayson Tatum playing like this can be the best player on a championship team.
He is a technician. You watch his footwork, you watch how efficient he is with his movements. He's a young kid that just continues to get better.
Takes it, makes it.
Why did you always tell your mom you wanted to be like Kobe?
From the first time I saw him play, watched him on TV, I just fell in love with him and his game.
Growing up in St. Louis, we didn't have an NBA team, and I just gravitated towards him. And even from thousands of miles away that I never met him before, I was like,
that's who I want to be like.
When we were in the playoffs, Kobe was doing the detail on ESPN. We're playing Cleveland, and I saw Kobe tweeted me.
And that should be a jump shot, because Nance is not playing me to catch and shoot. He's playing me to drive.
I literally sat there and watched it like 20 times in a row. Fast forward, I go out to LA
So I went to his office, and I met with him like twice. We talked for a long time. He walked me around, and then we worked out.
Besides my son being born, that's like the best day of my life.
Top 3 best days of my life.
Really?
Easily. I never forget, we walked to Popeyes. They had the news on in Popeyes, and it was like breaking news. Kobe Bryant's passed and the helicopter crash. And I was like, I didn't know how to feel. And I go back to the room and I turn CNN on, and there it was. I sat in the bathroom, I just broke down. I couldn't believe it.
And we start with the reserves in the East. Jayson Tatum of the Boston Celtics is an all-star for the first time in 2020 in his third season.
But there was also a part of me like, I can't say I'm one of the best because I didn't make the All-Star team. There's like a stat, I guess I was averaging like 29 or 30 after I was named an All-Star.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jayson Tatum is 21 years old. My God, is he coming.
It is a new day that is arriving before our very eyes. The 30-plus point performances we've seen from him. The handle is there. The ups is there.
Ties his career high with 41 and ties the game.
The defense is also there. But he is ascending before our very eyes. Jayson Tatum is now scratching the surface of what we are on the verge of witnessing. His ball handling skills, his sidestep, his step back, his three, his ability to drive and finish at the basket. He can do it all, and he plays defense.
Even 2 months ago, you would look at him and say, okay, this is a guy with a ton of potential, an emerging talent, to all-league caliber player. Literally in 2 months, he's added strength. He's added a lot with his handle.
A bunch of handle.
The sidestep stuff and the step back stuff, that's all footwork related. Confidence at all-time high.
That'll do it. The Boston Celtics move on by defeating the 76ers 4-0.
The Toronto series was the hardest playoff series I've ever been a part of. Nobody has ever made me work as hard or made it as tough on me for 7 straight games as they have. I was exhausted after every game.
Now Smart up top for Tatum. And now Tatum fires a 3 and hits it. Second youngest with 25, 10, and 5+ in a game 7. The other, his idol, Kobe Bryant.
Like, it wasn't easy at all. It was like the hardest 7 games I've had to play.
That's a ball game. The Boston Celtics hang on to win Game 7, and they will advance to the Eastern Conference Finals.
And then now we play in Miami. We giving up leads. Guys a little tired.
Working against Butler, got downhill, couldn't punch it. Bam says, get it out of here.
I ain't gonna lie, that one was frustrating. We were winning every game. When you are that close, you really have to hone in of like, you gotta like think like this might be my last chance. Cause I felt like, you know, we could have and should have beat them.
The Heat eliminate the Boston Celtics in 6 games. Next up, the Los Angeles Lakers.
You signed a 5-year, $195 million extension with the Celtics.
This is where I want to be for a very, very long time. And I was glad that we were able to make that happen.
Your career has just been elevating. Other than the 1 year you was with Kyrie, because he slowed y'all asses down with all that dribbling.
Tatum and Antetokounmpo, the superstar, step back 3 on the way. Oh, it banks in. Jayson Tatum puts Boston on top.
They've been struggling, they've been losing, and we've lamented the state of affairs with Brad Stevens, but Jayson Tatum is 6'9". This brother got a handle. He can shoot with range. He can score in buckets.
He's super tough, man. You can tell the game was slowed down for him, the way he picks and chooses his spots and how he kind of manages the game. He's shooting the ball a lot better from the perimeter, but when that game slows down, I don't know if it's 4 or 5 years in, whatever he is, that's when you become lethal. You know, with your skill set, his size, he's a supreme talent.
I remember the first time I scored 50, I had 53 against the Timberwolves at home, and we won in overtime.
Tatum wants it. Got it. Got it on fire.
And you the youngest player that has 60 points, right? In the history of Boston.
One of my homeboys called me, like, you really 23 and you scoring 50 and 60. And I was like, if you do something once, you can always do it again. I know I can score 50, so I know I can do it again. I know I can score 60.
Tatum takes it. Takes it.
I had series against Kobe, LeBron, Tim Duncan. Jayson Tatum is in that conversation now because he's that elite level of player already at 23.
Little stutter step, crossover, step back, 3-pointer, puts it in!
And I'm like, all right, I can see where this going. You know what I'm saying? So it was an honor to play against him.
Tatum crossover, pull-up jumper, it's good! 50 points for Jayson Tatum!
Put the Celtics season into perspective, 36-36, and they get knocked out in the first round for the first time since 16.
You got 3 superstar teams in the East that are better than them. Even if they're healthy, they're not on Brooklyn's, Milwaukee, and Philadelphia's level. They're not good enough right now.
It's the end of the line for the Boston Celtics, as in 5 games, the Nets will advance.
I remember being 15 and winning my first gold medal. And when we 15, like, man, I can't wait till we get to the national level. But it's like, it's really hard to make it to the national level and be on the Olympic team.
That was a great experience. Part of going with the USA team is being around these guys, getting to know them, learning from them.
The biggest reason I wanted to go play USA basketball, the guys that you compete against all the time, now you get a chance to like get to know them, you know, pick their brain a little bit. And
it felt like to me you were being primed for it to be your team this next go around. And maybe KD come back, maybe KD don't. But I felt like he was priming you like, hey JT, go give me a bucket, man. When it wasn't KD, everybody was turning to you. And you had games where you took over.
I didn't realize how big of a deal it was till we won. Yeah. I'm like, hold on. I went to the Olympics. I'm only 20. Like, I won a gold medal.
That's amazing.
Like it was a big deal that we won.
If you've enjoyed not only this video, but also other stories from Sideline Films, consider becoming a channel member. Members get to vote on exclusive polls, receive early access to new videos, and much more. Check out more information in the description after the video, and become a Sideline Films member today.
You got 3 superstar teams in the East that are better than them. They're not good enough right now.
I was 23, playing for the biggest franchise in the NBA, with the expectations of being the best player, being the best leader, and being a guy that can take a team to a championship. The doubt came from, you know, you worked so hard to get to this point. It's just not going how you thought it would go.
This, especially in the beginning of the season, you know, has been the toughest, I guess, you know, up and down.
And there were moments after games where I was like, this is just not working.
Every team knows we're trying to go to Jayson and Jalen. And every team is programmed and studied to stop Jayson and Jalen. They don't want to pass the ball, and that's something that they're going to learn.
Boston, window closed in the East. Will Jayson Tatum ever be better than Giannis, Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant, or James Harden? No. So no, they're not contenders this year.
You think it's time to blow up the Jays. Why?
When one is having success, the other one is not. And that's how it is, so they can't coexist.
The lowest point of the season, we were up 25 in New York, and RJ Barrett hit a 3 over me to win the game.
Finds Barrett, get a shot up. This is for the win. Oh, it's good!
You guys lost on January 6th to the Knicks. At the time, you were 18 and 21.
And I remember on the bus to the airport, I was just sitting there like, this is hard. Being, you know, the guy on a team where you're supposed to lead them in the right direction night in and night out is hard. And they say your prime don't start till you 27, 28. So we felt like we was ahead of the curve, and we was like, yo, it's just a matter of time. Essentially, we are playing 40 games, 35 games, as if like we have to win every game. Extreme sense of urgency for 40 straight games. And then we won 9 straight before the All-Star break. And then coming after the All-Star break.
Jayson Tatum goes out there and drops 50 on the Wizards.
Every game we played after that, I expected us to win. Like I went into this like, we're gonna win tonight. I haven't felt that feeling since my 3rd year and my 1st year.
Celtics 17-5 since the All-Star break, best record in the biz, and the #1 rated defense in the NBA.
Go from the 11th seed to the 2nd seed.
Tatum with the mid-range, pure. A 51-point transcendent.
Going to the playoffs, and the road we took was the toughest road that anybody would have had to take to the finals. We played KD and Kyrie in the first round, and we swept them. But if you go back,
Brown the drive. Jaylen Brown kicks it out. Smart fakes. Inside, Tatum spins and he puts it in. Celtics go up by 1.
buzzer beater layup. 2nd game we won by 7.
Here's Durant, blocked by Tatum.
3rd game we won by 9.
Oh, pumped away by Tatum. Stolen by Tatum. Tatum drives in and throws it down. And that will do it. Something special's going on in Boston with these Celtics.
4th game we won by like 5.
Tatum just backing down Brown. Oh, a couple of shimmies and a finger roll.
So we swept them, but each game was extremely, extremely tough. And then we go play the defending champs. They were extremely physical, great defensive team. Obviously, they got Giannis.
Series tied at 2 apiece. Smart at half court. He's picked by Holiday, and that's going to do it. Milwaukee, a comeback win on the road.
I just remember him walking off the court. He just said, "We good." So I'm on the floor, so I look up. I'm like, "Y'all heard him? Yeah, we good." I'm like, I ain't worried about nothing. Didn't have a single thing to worry about. I mean, first off the jump, it was quiet.
Tatum tries a corner 3. Got it. Tatum launches a 3. Puts it in. Jayson Tatum launches a 3. Jayson Tatum. Tatum gets to his spot. Nails another 3. He's 4 for 4 from downtown. Tatum finds some room. Gets inside. Sweeping up over Lopez. Fires away another three. Got it. Jayson Tatum with 21. Tatum spins, layup, bank shot. It's good. Jayson Tatum putting on a show. Tatum step back three-pointer. It's good. Jayson Tatum with a masterpiece tonight. He's got 31.
Heroes become legends in moments like this.
Tatum catches. Tatum shoots. Tatum scores. Tatum's got to put it up. Step back three-pointer. Jayson Tatum from downtown. Inside the Tatum spins. Falling away off one foot. It's good again. Wow.
Right side, quick drive, past Holiday. Throws a bounce pass to the corner. White kicks out to Tatum again. Tatum cracks the three. Got another one. Another one for Jayson Tatum. His 7th of the night. He's got 41.
Playing physical with Tatum. Tatum on the drive. Lays it in and the foul. Tatum tried to slam it. Somebody got a piece of it. And there's the buzzer. There'll be a game 7. Thanks to Jayson Tatum here in an elimination game on the road. 46 points.
We get out of that. We got to leave the next day to go to Miami. If we were the best defensive team, they were the second best defensive team in the playoffs.
It's a narrative that we couldn't play together. For me, it was silly at the time, but how things work, you just got to kind of sit through the storm and whatnot.
It's Tatum, spins, fires, butter. And the Boston Celtics will go to the NBA Finals.
When I say 2022 NBA Finals, what image pops in your head?
Gets into the paint, blocked by Wiggins. Battling, Tatum falling away, air ball.
I don't believe that Jayson Tatum actually left it all out on the floor. To see you not competing at the highest level.
When it mattered the most, his numbers diminished. The struggle was real for the East Finals MVP. Tatum shot under 32% from inside the arc, the worst in the finals in the last 60 seasons.
Obviously, Tatum is not a club superstar. Anybody who watched basketball knows.
It was not one single game, Molly, that he was the best player on the floor.
He led the whole playoffs with 100 turnovers.
You have 100 turnovers in the postseason.
He wasn't even the best player on the team.
And it gets down to a game 6.
With 2 minutes left in the first half, you had 11 points. You finished the game with 13.
That slow processing level for Jayson Tatum, that indecisiveness, there was something that's missing from him going next level.
Your second half have mostly your block shots, some travels, some turnovers, and general overall passiveness.
You can play bad, but when you look in over your head, that's just very, very glaring.
Not a stadium guy. You're not a superstar, and everybody knows it.
It was just so tough because I literally gave everything that I had to feel like I ran out, that I didn't have anything left to give, and we were so close. I was miserable. I really, really was. Didn't have an appetite. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to go anywhere. You know, I just was like in my house for like 3-4 days straight, you know, didn't want to do anything. I could have done more, and that was the toughest part of, you know, feeling like I let my team down at the biggest moment. You know, us walking off the court at home and seeing them celebrate on our floor. That is an image, a memory, a feeling that I'll probably never ever forget. Maybe I had to go through it. I had to go to the finals and lose and figure out what I could have done better or what I wasn't doing well enough.
I gotta say, man, y'all look different from last year. More importantly, you look aggressive. Are you playing with a different fire this year?
Yeah, I think we all are.
Ball fake, one more. Tatum! Oh, he caught one! Punched it on Giannis!
He's my leading candidate for league MVP. He's really stepped up. He is a guy that didn't do what he's capable of doing in the NBA Finals. And he's playing right. He's on a mission. It's not just about his talent.
Tatum spins on the baseline, turns, fade, got it!
I want to be a winner. I want to win. I felt that, you know, why hasn't he won? You know, his window has closed. And it's tough when you have success early, right?
Smart finds Tatum, wide open with a big time flush on Jared Allen and tie the game. Blocked by Tatum, and we're going to overtime.
Now, I've had some really good teams, and I've been a part of some really special runs. But I truly do believe my time is coming. And
it's going to be well worth it.
Inbound to Smart. Bounce past Tatum. Tatum puts up a three. Bang! Jayson Tatum from downtown.
The guy that I'm looking at that's under the most pressure this season is Jayson Tatum. He also has all the pieces he needs around him to actually get it done. And what he did last year in the finals, disappearing, Jayson Tatum needs to get his lick back.
You know, the only thing that matters to me is winning a championship, not MVP, first team All-NBA, none of that. I want to get back to the finals and get over that hump.
Now he lets it fly. And another one is down. Jayson Tatum.
And they enter the playoffs with all kinds of momentum. The hottest team offensively, the hottest team defensively. The Boston Celtics record their 57th win of the year.
In the right hands. Smart gets it back corner. This could be a killer.
Oh, big fall. After a long and winding road, will tonight be the Celtics' final game or their finest hour? Fasten your seatbelts, gang. Game 6 is underway.
Jayson Tatum tonight was not shooting the basketball. And as we watched this, it was glaring how off and how uncomfortable the whole night looked.
This was one of the worst offensive games we've seen a top player have in a big spot ever. That's how bad it was.
And then when it mattered, he found what? How did he get what he got?
Tatum, pull up, three. Got it!
Finally, Tatum connects from deep.
What if he hits 2 in a row? What if he hits 3 in a row? Tatum makes his move, right hand dribble. Maxey stays in front of him, so Tatum steps back into a 3 and he drills another one. 12 on a shot clock. Smart. Right hand dribble. Floats it to Tatum. He's got to look. Left side 3. Get it!
I'm humbly one of the best basketball players in the world. You know, go through struggles, go through slumps. It's a long game.
The boos rain down as Jayson Tatum steps back into a 3 that will end the night and send the Celtics and this series back to Boston for a 7th and deciding game.
Somebody's going to get my tickets on Sunday.
That was several feet short. Oh, Tatum on the drive.
Jayson Tatum showing up early here in Game 7, knocking down shots.
Jab step after jab step. The spin move, the drive, the layup. Tatum finding some space, side break. 25 points for Jayson Tatum.
Tatum lines up Embiid, steps to his left corner. 3 is good. It's all Jayson Tatum all the time, sitting on 30 here in Game 7.
Elite individual defenders as Tatum knocks down another. He's unguardable.
JT just got it going and get out of that man's way. He just got it rolling.
He's earned a pull-up 3 if he wants it.
Sidestep, puts up another 3. The Tatum tornado continues. He's got 41.
JT's playing like that. We're going to be extremely hard to beat.
Tatum fires away, pumps it in. 51 for Jayson Tatum,
whose teammate saved his season in Game 6, delivering him to a Game 7, now has delivered the Celtics to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Not a whole lot of folks are giving Miami much of a chance in this series.
I don't give them much either, honestly. I just think this is just a bad matchup. This is 1 versus 8, if we really think about it. I'm agreeing with Kenny. I don't think Miami's got a good chance at all.
Strus is on him. Tatum is there, intercepted again by Butler.
When it comes to superstardom, there's some killer will. I'm not sure he has it. He's almost like too nice of a guy. He doesn't have that lock-in factor every single night where I'm going to get you. I'm going to take care of this.
I think Jimmy in this series is more reliable than Tatum.
Tatum. Stymied down low, stymied in travel.
In the fourth quarter last night, he did not take a shot in the fourth quarter. He didn't take a shot, but he can go as cold as anybody in the league.
Tatum fakes the 3.
Another travel.
Do you think Tatum and Brown have hit their ceiling together?
Hell yeah, they have. It's time to break up the duo.
3 games to none. The 8th seed Miami Heat lead the 2 seed Boston Celtics, and no team has ever overcome that deficit, ever.
Since the Celtics quit, can we quit? I'm embarrassed for the Celtics. I don't think they believe anymore.
Just don't let us get one, so don't let us win tonight.
Look at him drive.
Oh, what a play. Geometrically, that should not have happened.
They just needed the floodgates to open up, and I felt like that's exactly what happened. And Jayson Tatum getting hot, their team has a lot of confidence when they see their best player get it going.
The Celtics letting the Heat know we are coming. All the pressure switches to the Miami Heat.
The moment we'll be replaying over and over and over again. It's in the hands of Derek White. Here we go. Into Smart. Smart turns, fades his three, rims out. It was tapped up and in, but it didn't come too late.
The Celtics are going to win. There's a Game 7 back in Boston.
Do you believe what you just saw out there?
I don't, but we here.
I've never been so excited to go back to Boston in my life, and I cannot wait to see all the fans on Monday because it's going to be fun.
I was courtside Game 7. I could see who's nervous, I could see who's excited. You were like extremely focused and extremely relaxed. We all was like, oh, he's going off for 50 a night.
Tatum won the fire in the lane, crashing into Vincent. And he twisted an ankle, perhaps. He did, the left one. First possession of the evening.
It was just frustrating that I was kind of like a shell of myself. It's tough to move. I've seen the style played in 93% of the games in my career. Like, I don't really miss games, you know. So for me to get hurt on the first play of the game, it just kind of crushed me.
And Jimmy Butler did. Turnover, Butler at the other end. Defense to offense, transition, timeout.
It was hard to sleep for a couple of days.
The Heat are going to the NBA Finals.
A lot of people are like, oh, they knocking on the door. They don't have enough. It's like, no, we knew our time was coming. Any day or any year that it was gonna fall in place. Right. They was talking about us like we was 32 and 35, like our window had closed.
Holiday splits him, leaves it. White kicks it. Tatum for three.
About Tatum, it feels like with him, the reads are quicker, making the right play. It's just quicker. He doesn't fight the game as much.
He's 25 years old, and I believe he's been to the conference finals 4 times, the NBA finals once. I mean, I didn't win my first one until I was 28. He's experienced a lot of winning in his career so far. It's elite. He's continued to grow, and, you know, they are in a position where they can make another title run.
Paul Pierce did it in 431. Larry Bird did it in 436. But Jayson Tatum, the youngest Boston Celtic ever with 10,000 career points.
But you got all the right pieces that just seem to fit perfect. The way that we're playing, the way guys are coexisting together, there's a difference from last year.
The Celtics have checked all of the boxes. They've checked all of the boxes of teams that go on to win the championship. They have literally not only passed every test, they have destroyed pretty much everything that has been put in front of them.
The Boston Celtics cross the finish line with 64 wins and a regular season for a lifetime.
Tatum takes it. Got it! Holiday, Tatum takes his time, knocks it down.
Blow a kiss to him. There you go, see ya.
I wanted to play Miami in the sense that, you know, maybe last year playing against Atlanta, we might have relaxed a little bit, but knowing the history with Miami and how hard they play and how well coached they are for a first-round matchup, regardless of the seeds that we were going to have to be ready to play, be ready to fight.
Tatum has his very first playoff triple-double now.
A dominant 82-game season, historic levels for the Boston Celtics, has carried over into the first round of the playoffs. In a 5-game series, they eliminate the Miami Heat, and the Boston Celtics are the first team on to round 2 in the Eastern Conference.
To call an offensive foul. Here's Tatum, well short.
Are Tatum's shooting woes a cause for concern for you?
Yes, it is.
You know what? I'm so over Jayson Tatum. When is Jayson Tatum going to arrive? Or does he have that dog in him to arrive?
These numbers that I'm seeing from him are the worst that we've seen from him in the postseason since 2019.
Jayson Tatum's play, does it leave a kernel of doubt in your mind about his readiness to be an alpha and a number 1 all the way to a championship?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're still early in this. He still has time to find that rhythm because he's going to need it for the Boston Celtics to win a championship.
The hesitation, the explosion in the flush. Here's Tatum pulling again. He got it. Jayson Tatum. Tatum Euros and serves it in. Here's Tatum all the way in, lays it home.
Done that plenty of times before. I was more focused on, just us as a team responding and playing better. The points, like I said, they'll come and go. I think just the poise and the purpose that we played with tonight.
Wow! Pritchard from the logo!
Making sure we win this game 3.
Has to put it up. Does. You bet! 106-93 the final. Boston takes a 2-1 series lead.
Been to the conference finals. It's like my 4th or 5th time being here. We battle tested. We know what it takes, and we just at the right time in our career. Everybody.
Tatum on a step back. Splash!
To put the individual things aside and try to get over this hump. Nobody can win a championship until you do it. So nobody's going to give us the credit until we actually do it. And that's fine. And we're up for the challenge.
Holiday all by himself. The Boston Celtics have punched their ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals for the 6th time in 8 years. And the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals are underway.
Mid-season, Siakam with a steal, Brown with a bad pass. Here's Halliburton, inside Siakam, the runner, he throws it down.
Indiana by 5 with 1:56 to go.
Tatum trying to get free, throwing in the corner, Brown fakes, fires up the 3. Bang! Bang! Jaylen Brown knocks down the 3 to tie the game. Gets it inside, Tatum across the lane, count it, and a foul! At home. White continues down the lane, up to Tatum. Sidestep, 3-pointer, puts it up.
Grand theft Celtics, they steal game 1.
He didn't have a huge night, but in the end, he finishes with 36 points, 12 rebounds, took over the overtime.
When the game ends, I'm thinking, are the Pacers this good? Or is Boston just a little bit, are we overhyping them? Yeah. Are we putting them on a pedestal that they don't deserve to be on yet?
Jaylen Brown, did he bail out his teammate last night by knocking that 2?
I just haven't seen them play great basketball yet. If they played that game just like last night versus Dallas or Minnesota, they do not win that game.
Well, I'm disgusted with them because I think the offense looks awful.
And they are halfway home in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Here we go! Eastman guarding Tatum. Tatum goes inside, count it, and a foul. So we see now Tatum and Brown both go hard to the basket. Tatum finds some space, and Tatum knocks in the 3. He has been really struggling. Tatum, jump shot, got it. Tatum off to a 3 for 3 start. Tatum with Obi topping that. Finds some room, fires away, gets a 3. Jayson Tatum has suddenly come alive. As we said, just 27% from 3 in the playoffs.
Nembhard, quick bag to lead Siakam, 2-hand slam. Celtics got to run out of the gym here. Largest lead of the series for Indiana. 18.
This equals the largest lead of the game. Tatum spins, scores, and gets hit. So a chance for a 3-point play. Horford with 3. His 6th 3-pointer of the game. Kicks it back out. White hoist up the 3-pointer. It's good.
Oh. We having fun now. We having fun.
Almost his entire place on its feet. Tatum drives, goes inside, behind the back. Horford, corner 3, puts it in. Come on! Holiday goes inside. Leans in, banks it in, and the foul.
Mark racing into the front court. Holiday!
Knocked away and stolen by Holiday. The Celtics, with the inspired comeback, take a 3-0 lead in this best-of-7 series.
He was 36, 10, and 8 with a steal and 2 blocks.
We just talked about Jayson Tatum not showing up and Jaylen Brown being the better player throughout the playoffs in general. And all of a sudden, Jayson Tatum said, "Hold my beer." And came out and showed the hell out tonight.
One-on-one with Turner, who's got 5 fouls. Step back, 3-pointers up. It's good. Jayson Tatum from downtown. Kicks it out, White. Corner 3. Bang! Derek White from downtown. Brown has it, final seconds. That's it, it's over. The Celtics are heading back to the NBA Finals.
There's an immense amount of pressure here on Tatum.
there has to be at least looming the last time they were in the NBA Finals, Jayson Tatum didn't play well. And if you don't do it for 2 consecutive NBA Finals you're in, you start to earn a label.
Knowing that I was afforded the opportunity to come back again 2 years later, knowing that I have a chance to have a different outcome, I'm very much looking forward to that.
Them all they can handle in most of the games. Tatum!
Watching Jayson Tatum, particularly this entire playoff run, 19 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 turnovers, but the way he approached game 1 in the NBA Finals.
Excellent. I call it basketball maturity. I'm going to play defense. I'm going to get blocks. I'm going to make that extra pass. I'm going to make my teammates better than what they really are.
You know, he really didn't shoot the ball well, but the way he played, the way he got his team going, the way he got Jaylen Brown going, they were able to get a win.
Now Horford sets the screen. Tatum rocking a 3. Got it! The Celtics lead the NBA Finals 1-0.
Tatum drives past Irving, gets in, scoop layup. There's a gorgeous move from Tatum.
Finished 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. For him to have 9 rebounds, 12 assists, able to contribute in so many different ways.
Thought he controlled the game. People getting caught up with shooting percentages. He's living in the paint because what Jayson Tatum understands, we don't have to live at the 3-point line to win games in this series.
You have grown into a person now that's in the NBA Finals, and you're doing more and more of the playmaking.
I've been here before and we didn't win. You know, we're so close. Why would I let my ego or feel my need to score all the points get in the way of that?
The Celtics lead the NBA Finals 2-0.
I think it's going to be a Jayson Tatum night tonight. I think it's time for Jayson to put his signature on this game.
Tatum, sidestep, left-handed, banks it home. What a sweet move from Jayson Tatum. Irving a 3-pointer. Got it! Kyrie Irving from way down. Tatum's down the other end 2 seconds ago. Tatum throws it down with a second remaining.
Second chances now. Kyrie steps to his left, another 3. Got it.
Tatum a 3. It's good. Jayson Tatum already with 3 3-pointers. Irving this time again, left hand, the soft touch. Jayson Tatum with 20 points. The Mavericks will take a 1-point lead into the locker room. Tatum, nice feed, and Brown throws it down.
Jaylen steps into the baseline, throws it out to Tatum. Tatum, pretty good look, straightaway 3. Got it!
Talk about, will this be his night? Let me tell you. Brown continues the barrage. Here's Tatum down the other end. Throws it down.
Switches to the left hand. Jaylen drives right down the middle. Throws it down with the right hand.
They are a team with 2 superstars, and neither one of them is Robin. They have 2 Batmen, and that is a pretty rare situation.
Pass inside to Tatum. Tatum double team. Gets inside and throws it down. Brown using the screen. Drives. Pulls up. Jump shot. Puts it in. Jaylen Brown now with 30, and the lead back up to 4.
Everything they have been through the last few years was encapsulated in one single night to secure a win that puts them to within 1 win of Banner 18. The final score in Game 3, Boston 106, Dallas 99.
Feels great. That was a hell of a win. But one thing I can say is that we're not satisfied. We got a long way to go. However long it takes, that was a hell of a win.
At TD Garden on Boston, the Celtics try and take the 80th and final step of what will be remembered as one of the greatest seasons in NBA history and close out the Dallas Mavericks.
Tatum spinning, driving, layup, got it. Stolen by Tatum. Tatum goes up and lays it up and in.
Don't let up. Don't let up.
Shot clock at 7. Tatum spins, Tatum drives, layup off the glass. Sweet move from Jayson Tatum. Tatum gets past Lively, goes inside the layup, back shot. It's good, and the foul. Tatum on the drive once again, gets to the rim. He's got 13 points here in the first half. Flips it out, Brown, 3-pointer, puts it in. Another assist for Tatum, he's got 9. 9 assists in the first half. Tatum sidestep 3-pointer. It's good! Jayson Tatum from downtown again! And a 20-point lead.
puts it up half court of the buzzer. Bang! Richard at the buzzer with a three-pointer. Inside, another nice feed, this time from Holiday. Tatum, hesitation, bank shot is good. And the foul. Slick move from Jayson Tatum. Tatum goes at Doncic, gets inside, layup, shot is good. Somehow he muscled it in. Tatum the drive, Tatum the finish. Timeout Dallas. Four and a half minutes to a championship.
We did it. I told you. We did it. I told you.
You a champ,
They can't tell you nothing no more. You're a champ. You did it.
Way to lead us.
It is banner 18. The mission demanded is mission accomplished. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
It's a surreal feeling. We did it. We did it!
This is a career-defining accomplishment.
Mm-hmm. Say that again, please.
A career-defining accomplishment.
Please say that again. And it still hasn't registered. I'm just still trying to process it all. But we did it. We won the championship.
This guy, I'm not gonna lie, is a little bit special. He's a special dude right here.
KP. If you want to be one of the greats to do it, especially with the Celtics, you gotta win. And we did it.